is actually similar like parametric. But the difference is the MCT and MD. So now we are going to focus on non-parametric. Non-parametric. Sekejap Kita akan buat sama je macam parametric. The difference is the MCT and MD. So the MCT is called measurement of central tendency. This one usually we express it as median. So the median ni anda tahu kan, dia adalah titik tengah yang kita ukur daripada cerapan 1 sampai 100. Di tengah-tengah cerapan ke-50, the 50th percentile, we call it as median. Median. Median also known as quartile number 2 lah. Quartile number 2. And then 50th until 100, we got the 75th. 75th is quartile 3. And then another one is 25th. This one is quartile 1. So when we want to perform the non-parametric, these two things need to be shown. Yang first one is the median, and then the next one is the IQR, interquartile range, which is the quartile 1 and quartile 3. This is what we want to request the computer to give us the output. So to do that is basically we need to do some trick lah. Tapi whatever it is, we need to familiarize with the test. Tapi test ni pun senang je lah. However, let us understand about the hypothesis punya kaedah. Pertama, kita pergi kepada Mann-Whitney. So, what is the functions of the Mann-Whitney? Measure difference. Berapa kumpulan? Pandai itu jawapan yang betul. Measure difference between two groups. Kenapa saya tak cerita one group? One group dalam kita punya non-parametric is also called as KS test. KS test is Kolmogorov-Smirnov test. Yang ni sama macam anda buat normality. Itu tadi saya dah explain. So, kita akan pergi yang pertama, Mann-Whitney. Boleh? What is the null? The null dengan alternatif ni sebenarnya SMA, SHJ. Apa maksudnya? Sama sahaja. Seperti yang kita belajar tadi lah. Oh, you all tak boleh bayang perkataan-perkataan macam ni? Sekolah mendengar agama sahaja. Macam tu. So, contohnya kita nak buat benda yang sama. Let us assume that we want to compare the depression. Let's say we want to focus on depressions. Because the data of the depression, let's say, is not normal. Not normal. Therefore, we are going to use the non-parametric test. In this case, we are going to use the Mann-Whitney. MANN, WHIT, and EY. Mann-Whitney. So, what is our null? There is no significant difference of the depression score between gender. Ini contoh lah. Between male and female pun boleh juga diterima. Faham ya? Okey, apakah kita punya alternatif? There is. Pandai. There is significant difference of the depression score between male and female or between gender. Okey, kalau anda nak guna perkataan mean, anda nak guna perkataan apa-apa yang berkaitan dengan MCT mean tu tadi, contohnya there is no significant mean between male and female. Itu kalau dalam independent sample test dibenarkan. Sebab mean itu memang dibuat di dalam ANOVA, di dalam PET sample test dan dalam independent sample test. However, dalam non-parametric tak. Kita akan gunakan apa dia? Median. Tapi dalam analisa, untuk non-parametric, kita akan gunakan mean rank. Ni anda mungkin ada tak berapa faham dah ni. Tapi tak apa, nanti anda akan tengok dia punya output sebentar lagi. So, alpha macam biasa, lepas tu apa lagi macam biasa? Semualah. Saya tulis je lah kan. Boleh saya ringkaskan je kat sini. Saya tulis run and report. Lepas tu saya tulis apa? Decision. Lepas tu saya tulis apa? Conclusion. Okay. So let us do it together. So first of all, yang ni anda kena tengok betul-betul. Sebab there are some tricks may involve by your good self with regard to the analysis. Let me copy and paste first the syntax. Because I do believe that the syntax seems like one to become corrupted in the next few minutes. Alright, so now kita buat sama-sama. Cara dia, analyze non-parametric legacy dialog, 2 independent samples. Okay, analyze non-parametric legacy dialog, 2 independent samples. Yang ini adalah untuk membuat ujian apa dia? Mann-Whitney. Mann-Whitney test adalah digunakan untuk apa? Menguji perbezaan antara kumpulan yang independen. Berapa kumpulan? 2 SHJ sahaja. Okay, I make a repetition. Analyze non-parametric legacy dialog, 2 independent samples. Dah sudah? Tekan. Okay, I just want to ask you, sincerely, what do you think about the view? Is that the same like before? View dia tu lebih kurang sama ke lain? Lebih kurang sama tapi lain sikit sebab bawah tu dia ada test type. Betul tak? Maksud saya dia samalah lebih kurang macam tadi ANOVA, analyze, compare mean, independent sample test. Kan lebih kurang sama betul? Masukkan test variable kat sini, ada group kat bawah ni. So that is the first thing that I want you to notice. Kalau you dah notice, okey lah, senang kerja saya. So pertama, tengok test variable list akan letak kat sini, grouping letak kat mana? Kat bawah. Yang bawah ni nak usik tak? Tak payah sebab ini adalah as default. As default memang dia letak man width ni. Tapi kalau tuan-tuan dan puan-puan nak menggunakan test yang lain, if you are willing to use the another test with regard to the use of the any indices of your statistical measures, you can use. Contoh anda nak gunakan Kolmogorov, Smirnov, Zec dan sebagainya, please be my guest. Tak ada masalah. Macam biasa, right click on the display variable name and then you are going to insert what? Kita nak guna depression kan? Use the depression inside the test variable list. Betul? And then insert your grouping variable. What is my grouping variable? Is A1. A1 is correspond to the male and female, which is we define it as group number 1 and group number. Ya Allah, pandainya. Betul lah tu. Macam mana boleh pandai ya? Okey, kemudian anda boleh tekan butang apa? Paste. Selepas tuan-tuan dan puan-puan tekan butang paste, maka tuan-tuan dan puan-puan boleh run this syntax. After I highlight it and then I'm going to run it, and you will find out that it is only giving you the mean rank and sum of rank. Ada tak dia bagi median? Tak ada. Tapi ada tak dia bagi you nilai-nilai yang kamu perlukan? Jawapan dia ada dekat bawah ni. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan akan nampak nilai Z. Nampak tak Z kat situ? This is what you are going to report. Minus 0.676. This is the result. Itulah anda punya nilai statistics. Your statistics value will be the Z value. So the Z value need to be reported on the step number 3. Followed by the p-value. But the p-value is not being written with regard to the SIG, but it's being identified as the asymptotic significant. Asymptotic significant, or we call it as ASYMP dot SIG. Yang inilah dinamakan dia punya p-value. Berapa p-value dia? 0.499. Berapakah dia punya Z value? Minus 0.676. Okey, so saya nak tanya tuan-tuan dan puan. Bila kita buat ujian ini, maka boleh tak kita buat ujian hipotesis? Jawapan dia boleh. More than or less than alpha? More than or less than? Tengok, 0.499. More than or less than? What is your alpha? Your alpha is 0.05. Therefore, this one is more than. More than. Dah lupa dah kan? Kena jerit sikit dengan komputer ni, baru dia okey sikit. Komputer bukan awak okey je. So we are going to fail to reject the null hypothesis. And what is our conclusion? There is nothing to conclude. Salah There is no significant difference of the depression score between male and female. However, apa dia? However, seperti mana yang saya maklumkan kepada tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, dalam penggunaan kita ni tadi, tidak diberikan secara terus apa yang kita mahu. Apa yang kita mahu? Median dengan IQR dia tak bagi. Kalau tuan-tuan dan puan-puan nak tahu, inilah contoh jadual yang nanti tuan-tuan dan puan-puan akan buat. Jadual ni, kalau sempat, saya ajarlah macam mana nak buat. Kalau tak sempat, you belajarlah sendiri. Contoh kan, you ada variable. Ni contoh variable. You ada tadi pertama dipanggil sebagai gender, betul? You ada male, you ada female, betul tak? Kalau data yang normal, kamu akan letak mean, SD, statistics dengan p-value. Betul? This is for normal data. Kalau data tak normal, anda akan buat sort of similar, tapi a little bit different with regard to the MCT and MD. So you have the gender, male and female, but this one is median, and then another one is IQR. What is the IQR? Interquartile range, which is the 25th percentile and 75th percentile. So you have a lot of other data also that need to be specified. P-value and also the stat value are almost the same. Faham? Ini je beza dia. So the question now is, how we want to obtain this median and IQR. So I'm going to teach you now. Ready? Go to data. Go to the split file. Split file. The split file function will need to be used with the compare group followed by the specific group that you want to make the difference. Contoh yang macam ni, kita nak make difference in term of gender kan? So you letak compare group dan masukkan gender. So the group based on gender. Okay, I make a repetition. Go to data, go to split file, followed by the compare group. What is the group that you want to compare? The group of gender. You insert the group based on gender A1. Done. After that, you can click the paste button. After you click the paste button, you can see over here inside my SPSS syntax, it is indicate that the line 6 and 7, it is the most important command to say to the SPSS, please filter A1. Maksudnya, selepas nombor 7 tu, nombor 8, nombor 9, sampailah nombor 1000 pun, line yang ada di bawah ini, dia akan run according to the male, female, male, female, male, female, male, female, male, female, male, female. Faham tak? Nah, selagi anda tak memberikan function untuk stop. Okay. Adakah perlu? Perlulah. Sebab kita nak kira apa dia? Median dengan IQR. So, how you want to calculate and run those things? Go to analyze. Go to the descriptive statistics. Go to the frequencies. Okay. Analyze, descriptive statistics, frequencies. Done? Done. Okay. Now, insert your depression score. Insert your depression. You dah insert dah depression? Okay, I make a repetition. Mula-mula pergi kat data, split file. We are going to split the file by using the compare group function. Insert the groups that you want to compare with. In this case is gender, followed by the paste. That is the first step. Second step, what is the matrices that you want? You want median and IQR. About what? About depressions. Therefore, you need to go to analyze, descriptive, frequencies. Masukkan variable kamu sebagai apa? Depressions. Masukkan depression kamu. Dah masukkan dah? Dah masukkan? Okay. Next. Kamu nampak tak ada satu radio button? Did you see any radio button on the right? The answer is yes. The name of the radio button will be statistics, right? Click that statistics radio button. After that, followed by the median and quartile. Click these two only. Click these two only. Median and quartile. So far so good? Follow? Follow, eh? And then followed by the continue. And then the next one, please uncheck. Please uncheck. Uncheck maksudnya jangan diklikkan lah. Please uncheck. Sebab nanti kalau dia dicheck kan, dia akan keluar semua frekuensi tu. So we do not want it. Okay, just uncheck it. Okay, done? Done, eh? Tekan paste. Dah tekan paste dah? Next step. This is a very final and crucial part. If you are using the non-parametric, please make sure you type whatever that I type. Are you ready? Split file of nokta. Split file of nokta. Done. Okay, this one is for the Mann-Whitney, eh? Mann-Whitney. Split file of. Dah nokta dah. Okay, tuan-tuan dan perempuan dipersilakan untuk meng-highlight semuanya. Daripada split file of ni, sampailah NPAR test, non-parametric test. Okay, and then you run it. You run the selections. Then what you are going to see? Why mine are not being produced? You all punya keluar tak? Keluar, eh? Saya punya dia tak keluar, eh? Okay, never mind. Let me just redo it again. Oh, sorry. Saya letak button stop kat sana. Sorry. Right. Highlight everything and then run. I run already. I rerun already. Thank you. So, this one is our Mann-Whitney. Betul? Yang tadi kita dapat ni nilai betul kan? 676. Betul? Now, kita pergi kat sebelah bawah. Dia akan bagi kita punya nilai male dengan female punya median dan juga IQR. Dia bagi tak? Dia tak bagi? Bagi tak? Tak ada. This is the functions that we created just now. First of all, kita run Mann-Whitney. Lepas tu kita kata dengan komputer, wahai komputer, tolong sortkan cases saya by A1. I need you to filter everything as the gender male and female. What you want to filter, I want to filter male and female. And then what you want to do, I want you to display the frequency of the depression based on the male and female. And then I split off. Why I put the split off here? If I am not putting something to do with the split file off, whatever happened under the 16, 17, 18 until the end of my syntax, the SPSS are going to run by male and female, by male and female, by male and female, by male and female. Faham That's why kita kena letak split file off tu. Okay, let's say you want to run another one. I give you an example. Tolong buat benda yang sama, man with knee, but now with another variable, name as stress. Cuba buat man with knee stress. Antara gender. Cuba you all buat. Okay, cuba buat man with knee stress dengan gender. Cuba buat.